Hey you guys, thank you so much for coming back. So if you have watched my first video, which was basics of trig, and if you watched the whole thing, you would know that this video is now going to be just 2 or 3 quick examples on trig to keep the train moving and make sure you really can grasp the concept. So I'm just going to dive right into the examples because all the basics that you need to learn before this are in the video that I've already posted. So if you haven't watched that one, please do make sure to watch that before you watch this so you know what we are going into. So let's start. I'm just going to start off by reminding you really quickly that trig can only be done with the right triangle. So a triangle like this with no right angles can not be used when, well, you cannot use trig to solve for this triangle. So once again, I'm just going to draw a right triangle, and if you remember from my past video, the 3 factors that you need in this triangle in order to be able to solve using trig is an angle besides the 90-degree angle, a side length that you are solving for, and then a side length that is given besides the one that we are solving for. So this is our 90-degree angle, and I know it's not perfect, but you know, I drew it myself, so it's the best that we're going to get. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark this angle, and I'm going to just mark it as, oh my gosh, you guys, so sorry, as a 42-degree angle. This is going to be our x, and this side length I'm just going to label as 15. And then we're going to go ahead and start solving. And let's remember our abbreviation, which was SOHCAHTOA. And remember that sine, cosine, and tangent are referring to our angles, and then the letters that follow, so OH, AH, and OA are referring to the side lengths, and you're just going to look at the triangle and see which factors the triangle gives us. So let's start off just with the sine, and then you look at the angle that's given, which is 42 degrees. Up here, and then you see, is the opposite side length given? Yes, it is. Is our hypotenuse given? Yes, it is. So basically, the 2 factors that follow the sine, the S, the C, or the T. So that's either the opposite hypotenuse, opposite adjacent. So you basically have to see that are one of the side lengths that are supposed to be given, are one of them the one we're solving for or the one that's given, and vice versa with the other one. And then if that's true, then you know that that is the method of trig you will be using. So we know that the opposite side length and the hypotenuse is given. So we're just going to be solving with that. So you do sine 42, that's a degree sine, equals opposite over hypotenuse. So that is 15 over x. And since we, like I mentioned in the last video, just like any algebraic equation, have to get x alone, we're going to multiply both sides by x. And then we're going to write that out, and that is equal to x sine 42 equals, what was it? 15. And then to get x alone, we're going to divide both sides by sine of 42. Which means x is equal to 15 over sine 42. And once again, we cannot do trig in our head. This is something you will be plugging into the calculator. And when you plug it in, you should get the value for the hypotenuse. So I'm going to show you guys one more example. I'm just going to go ahead and draw another right triangle. This time I'm going to give you guys this angle. Oh. And I'm going to say the angle is 27 degrees. And then I'm going to say we're solving for this angle and that our hypotenuse is given to us, which is 26. All right. So then I'm going to write SOHCAHTOA in a little bit of a different way this time, just so you guys, because you've already seen SOHCAHTOA written out quite a few times now, so I want to show you something that might make it a little bit more clear for you. So I'm going to write it out like this. S equals O over H. C equals A over H. And T equals O over A. And remember that O stands for opposite, H stands for hypotenuse, and A stands for adjacent. So we're going to go ahead and look at the angle, which is our 27-degree angle. And we're going to see, is our opposite side given to us? Is our opposite side either the side we're solving for or the side that is given to us? And it is not, so we automatically know that sine is out of the question. We cannot use sine. And then we're going to see, is our adjacent side given to us? It is. All right. Is our hypotenuse given to us? It is. So it's very likely that we're going to be using cosine, but let's go ahead and check tan. And our tangent is our opposite given? It's not. So we automatically know that we cannot use tangent. So let's use cosine, and that would make it cosine of 27 degrees equals adjacent, which is x, over hypotenuse, which is 26. And then you're going to multiply both sides by 26, which makes it 26 cosine, 27 equals x. And once again, plug it into the calculator, and you will get the value for this side. Now, I want to show you guys one more thing. Let's say we're doing trig on this triangle. Yeah? This is our right angle right here. Let's say this was given to us as 57. This was our x, and this was 15. All right? And I'm not going to go through the process of trig because you guys should have gone that by now. We have gone over quite a few examples. But I'm just going to be, I'm just going to plug in my own numbers. So let's say that we have these numbers, and we have solved for our x, and let's just say, this is by no means the correct answer, but let's just say that our x value after solving is 7, all right? I'm not saying this is correct, but I just want to point this out to you guys, that by doing this after trig, your next step should most likely be to solve for this last side, and you can do that by doing Pythagorean's theorem. So that is just a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and that would mean 7 squared plus b squared equals c squared, and then, I'm so sorry, 15 squared, and then that means 49 plus b squared equals 225, and then you just go ahead and solve out the equation. I'm sure you guys can go ahead and do that, but I just wanted to point this out to teach you guys that you can go further. You do not just stop at trig. You, in fact, by doing trig once, you can solve for all sides of the triangle, and it just opens up so many opportunities. This is not a lesson on trig, which is why I have not covered it in depth. I just wanted to show you guys what you can do. The main point of this video was to just give you some examples for trig, which I hope this helped with. And if you guys ask me in the comments below, I will definitely go ahead and make a quick little video explaining how to do Pythagoras theorem as well. But for now, I hope that this video was helpful and that if you have any more suggestions or critiques, please do leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to like, make sure to share, make sure to subscribe, and I will continue to upload these videos. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good day.